If you want to briefly run into a large metal door, you can do that and then just pull the plug on your lifeless body. The next day, you don't want to do that until you see the tonneau cover that covers up the tonneau wrap in the back of your stupid ass overpriced metal paperweight.
48 minutes of dogs barking, 48 minutes of dogs barking, 48 minutes of dogs barking, 48 minutes of dogs barking. Growl! Growl! 48 minutes of dogs barking, 48 minutes of dogs barking.
You sound like Buck 65, full of beans and big ideas. I'm like Action Bronson. I mean food. Yeah. I'm getting out of breath, looking at stuff, and just being like, wow, what kind of dog is that?
Big Pun didn't sound that out of breath. Anyway, Jesus.
R.I.P. Big Pun.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see that Puff Daddy business expensed Biggie's funeral? He made it as something that like uses a tax write-off.
Cool.
Something along those lines, like something really
Very
underhanded.
Cool. Thanks, Diddy.
Thanks, Puff Daddy.
Weirdo.
Do you think they keep him in like a really porous cell just in case like he gets a hold of any baby oil so he doesn't slip through the bars?
Oh yeah, they got to
Like
keep him airtight in there.
Like
yeah.
the T-1000.
He's like Magneto if he gets any baby oil anywhere near him.
Baby oil. They rub him down with pumice stone every day just to get him dry. As white people, can we describe the oddness and weirdness it would be an incredibly ashy Puff Daddy?
Just dried out like
he's ashy Larry Fries.
Oh God. Walking around like a desiccated, like a mummy. He's just kind of just dried out.
He turns into, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
It's with that mental image in mind. Welcome to 48 Minutes of Dogs Barking. I'm Jason. That's Brian.
We're finally going to find out why they were in Paris.
Exactly. And who? Because I still don't know. So, Brian, our favorite person, our favorite ex of our favorite person, I should say, is set to do something special this coming month. The good folks at Stereo Gum bring us this story. The headline, Grimes DJing Immortality Influencers Shroom Trip with special guest, Mr. Beast. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. God, just imagine seeing like his rictus grin as you're on like 25 mg of magic mushrooms. And Hamilton Morris, is Hamilton Morris like the YouTube drug guy?
I think he's the mycologist on YouTube. Yeah.
I've some of his videos are interesting.
Some are. But I mean, Mark Benoit, however the hell you Benoit balls, whatever the guy's name is. Naval Ravicant, again, Naval Replicant.
Genevieve Gerveston?
But so this is a poster for that, and it says, Bryan Johnson takes magic mushrooms, live streamed, right? It gives you the special guest, but then it also tells you what his dose is going to be. Watch Brian trip balls, 5.24 grams of magic mushrooms, 28 mg of psilocybin, testing over 249 biomarkers for science. This Sunday, so we missed it. This Sunday, the 30th of November, we missed it.
The hosted by here, I think we also really need to hosted by the Immortal Unk, Goth Girl, and then Ashley Vance.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Is this real?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. This feels like a bit.
I know it does. This was updated. The Stereo Gum article was updated after. Here's a bit of the set. Immortal Unk, by the way, is the username for Bryan Johnson.
Oh.
And there he is.
Honestly, that's the only thing I like about him is that he's got a good username. Like Homeless Prophet.
Yes.
Experimental child blood. And prototype hyperbolic chamber.
There you go. Yeah, it's very weird. She did post back in March Honestly, so into Bryan Johnson. I got into it as a joke, but after getting my data, he did successfully gamify my health in my mind. His whole thing is also an argument against the utter creative bankruptcy of most health branding, she says.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. It's Grimes. Who knows?
She made Art Angels.
I know.
And a bunch of other songs that I have some affinity for. I even think her last record has a couple interesting tracks on it.
Oh, sure.
But holy shit, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about her. She's just a weirdo. In the most humbler way possible, too. Which is not a compliment, if you're asking.
It's not a compliment.
I'm eating all kinds of sausages, making
Grimes, you can't be DJing this for this guy while he's doing magic mushrooms. What if you accidentally do something that triggers a traumatic memory in his psyops, and all of a sudden he ain't hanging out in the happy world no more. He's in the docks, and he's Dark Bryan.
Dark
Bryan Johnson. And instead of wanting to be immortal, he wants to die. Instead of having a boner that's better than his son's. What if he just wants the worst what if he wants a black hole dick?
Oh,
and
boy.
all of a sudden Bryan Johnson's is sucking in all the matter. And all of a sudden the universe as we know it, Grimes, no longer exists because now it's gone up Bryan Johnson's antimatter urethra.
You want that on your conscience,
You
Grimes?
want that on your conscience, Grimes? Do you really want to deal with that?
I wouldn't want that on my conscience, frankly.
I can fucking... Oh, hell no.
This thing I thought was like, that's an interesting choice. This story from the Daily Dot. Sorry, Timmy. Tokyo theme park to open a Pokemon area, but one section requires a fitness test. Lindsay Weedston writing. And it says, Yomiuri Land in Tokyo is opening its Pokemon theme park, Pokepark Kanto, in February, but not every area is accessible to everyone. According to the official website, the Pokemon Forest Nature Trail will be off limits to children under 5, and everyone else has to prove they can handle the long hike. While some rather unempathetic fans celebrated what they assumed to be a no fatties policy. Like that she wrote that.
If you got over 30% BMI, you can get the fucking kick rocks, get off of my trail. I'm going to find the Pokemons.
Others lamented that many disabled people and seniors would be excluded. That is...
well, good thing we don't allow them in society anyways.
That's true.
Well, actually, Japan, I think, is one of the few countries that seems to try and do meaningful things for disabled and the elderly.
Right, so...
But we're thinking of the Americanized version of Pokemon Cincinnati. Pokemon Cincinnati region.
The Mistake by the Lake. Yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, we love it. So apparently the whole thing is, in February of next year, Yomiuri Land, they're saying you have to be 5 years old and that you have to prove you can handle climbing 110 stairs.
Can you look at a piece of food without pawing at it?
And you look at a picture of an ice cream without going, Mommy,
Do the Pavlovian test or something.
Start drooling. Yeah, so it says the Pokemon Forest is a spacious wilderness spanning 1,600 feet in length. Various terrains, including hilly paths, tall grass, tunnels, rocky trails, and more. There is another part of the park, Sedgetown, an area that includes a Pokemon Center, Pokemart Trainer Gym, Pokemon Parade, a Pika Pika Paradise Ride, and the VV Voyage Carousel. Access to the Pokemon Forest will also cost more. The Town Pass, which only gets you into Siege Town, starts at 4,700 yen, about $30 for adults under 65. The Trainer Pass, that includes trail access, is significantly more expensive, 7,900 yen, which is about $50 US. The Siege Town thing is Pokemon Center, Pokemart, Trainer Gym. It sounds like there's a lot of things to do. It's not a theme park, really. It's just like a place to go with Pokemon stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to see I'd have to see the final product, but
that's true.
It just discriminating against a certain neckbeard of a certain carriage.
Yeah.
Could I interest you in a trash bag full of Pokemon popcorn?
Exactly.
He's so fat his ass has its own Poke Center.
I was about to do the how fat is, even like he'll get there.
So why was Homer petting Pikachu like that?
Exactly. Oh man. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. These are just drawings, of course. We'd have to see the final product, like you said. But yeah, the Pokemon Forest part where you got to go up a bunch of steps doesn't look like the biggest part. It looks like the coolest part is going to be all the little shops and such. I don't know. I never got Pokemon. I never really understood it in a way that some people really get into it. I guess it's just I wasn't a Game Boy haver, so
I was an absolute Game Boy kid.
Yeah,
loved playing Game Boy. Played the shit out of Pokemon. I had Blue. I think I had Pokemon Blue.
Okay.
Played the shit out of that. Had Game Boy Color.
Mm-hmm.
Link's Awakening. Fuck, man, I even had Mortal Kombat on Game Boy. It was rough. It was fun. Made some interesting choices purchase wise. You didn't know any better back then. You just play a game that was like, man, it's something to do.
This box art looks cool. Let me try this out.
Box art looks cool. Yeah, there's a couple RPGs on the Game Boy, the OG Game Boy, that are like, man, this sucks.
Yeah. Link's Awakening wasn't all that. I mean,
I love Link's Awakening though. It's like it's fucking what if Zelda were a Twin Peaks episode?
Well, yeah, I played the remake recently, and I found the charm. I was like, okay, I get it. I get what people were all about for it. But trying to play the original is pretty rough these days.
Yeah, I haven't played the remake. I'm really interested in that.
It's fun. It's very similar mechanically. It's just it looks nicer. It has a kind of a
tilt shift.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, that will.
Anyways, if you're like Action Bronson, don't go to the Pokemon.
I was trying to go to the Pokemon Center. They told me I couldn't go.
Yeah.
So I was too fucking fat. So then I started rapping at them.
Yeah. And they said, go home.
And they call me Snorlax. They said, get back in your Snorlax. This part of Japan, everyone speaks with basically like a the Japanese Boston accent. And they say, Snorlax, get back in your costume.
Hey.
Go back blocking the path to the employees only section where we snort rhino horn.
This one got so big over the Thanksgiving holiday that it got its own Know Your Meme page, simply known as Jamiacan Masterpiece. Brian, have you heard of this? Are you familiar with this?
This is the first I've ever heard of this.
All right, so on Thanksgiving, Twitter user @BurningViolins tweeted, my uncle brought his new girlfriend to Thanksgiving dinner. She's half his age and refers to herself in the third person as Jamiacan Masterpiece. She is a white woman who has never been to Jamaica. I don't know her real name because my uncle also calls her Jamiacan Masterpiece. The Twitter user continued in a series of tweets. Here's a few of them. She just told us that she plans on being a musician. She said, here's a song I wrote and played Footloose by Kenny Loggins. She keeps insisting that she wrote it and performed it. I don't think that's true, Jamiacan Masterpiece.
This is real, like my uncle works at Nintendo.
Right.
And it's like some weird white lace sugar daddy kind of thing.
Jamiacan Masterpiece and my uncle are leaving the party now. She never took off her coat or sunglasses. I'll always cherish the time that I spent with her. The last thing we heard her say before they left is, you haven't seen the last of Jamiacan Masterpiece. Another couple of tweets here. She keeps doing this thing where she says to quote the Bible and then says something that wasn't in the Bible. To quote the Bible, don't judge a book by its cover. Or to quote the Bible, the grass is always greener on the other side. Here's another one. Jamiacan Masterpiece claims to have written Total Eclipse of the Heart and Edge of 17. You know what? I'm going to choose to believe her. Now, you referenced an uncle who works at Nintendo. Would it surprise you, Brian, that this was phony baloney?
Oh, I felt like it was phony baloney from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. Well, as it turns out, Twitter user @Zeglian tweeted, the Jamiacan Masterpiece saga has been brought to you by a person who moved to Twitter from Tumblr after they were exposed for pretending to be Jewish and Roma because they admitted they, quote, don't really have a life outside of the internet and wanted to feel special. There's even a whole blog dedicated to her insanity, including her own admission before deactivating and a whole screen record of a conversation where she admits to making up the whole Jewish identity, name, family history, etc. And here is... there's just so much about it. But yeah, like, here's the big lie. I've been telling this one for a decade now. I'm not actually half Romani. It's a horrible thing to lie about, I know. Just ridiculous. People saying, please get help. So this person is immediately clocked as, they're a bullshit artist and they pretended to be Romani.
Brumble, or is it Bumble Hag?
At Brumble Hag.
Brumble Hag here. They tweet, the Jamiacan Masterpiece girl went too far with it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even pretend a little bit that any of this happened. Discipline is so important when you are making shit up.
It's true. It's true.
It's true.
At Love Frenchie also saying, no way the chick who made up the Jamiacan Masterpiece Thanksgiving story has a Jewish LARP Reddit account with the name Adina Rosenstein. No! Where she pretends to be descended from Holocaust victims. I'm never leaving this fucking app. The last one in this documentary. At Lady Madonna, Jamiacan Masterpiece poster is low-key a Koreaboo, but for the concept of the Holocaust, this app still has the juice over a photo of Paul Revere. Woo! Oh. Like, okay, Jamiacan Masterpiece, kind of interesting, but also, yeah, she got milkshake ducked quite quickly. And for our last story in the What's Hot Classic, Brian, a classic story of animal tomfoolery. The BBC bringing us this headline: drunk raccoon found passed out on liquor store floor after breaking in. Emma Rossiter writing this. Staff at a Virginia liquor store got a shock on Saturday when they came into work to find a raccoon had burgled the store, drinking its way through the spirits section. The masked bandit was found passed out in the bathroom between the toilet and bin, having helped itself to bottles on the bottom shelf. Animal Control Officer Samantha Martin transported the suspect, in quotes, for questioning at Hanover County Animal Protection and Shelter, but not before it had a chance to sober up. After a few hours of sleep and zero signs of injury, other than maybe a hangover, the animal was safely released back into the wild. The Ashland ABC store had been closed for Thanksgiving when it suffered its Black Friday break-in. And yes, here's some pictures of the damage this raccoon caused, just like knocking stuff off the bottom shelf. Looks like a Jameson bottle got knocked down.
Yeah, some whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Some mixer. Mm-hmm. Looks like some sweet and sour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a really grainy image of some alcohol. Yeah, I can tell what that is. Looks like a little bit of Tanqueray in the bottom right corner.
Exactly. That's just how much of a dirtbag we all are. And then, yes, my favorite is the photo of the drunk raccoon just on its belly on the floor.
And just like the classic, like look how stained
the nasty
tile
bathroom
is in this bathroom. So gnarly.
Ugh. Like you wouldn't sleep on that on purpose.
No, God, I wouldn't. Imagine just like taking that tile square and just letting it be like a petri dish. You'd pencil in two.
So it does say that when staff arrived on Saturday, they found smashed bottles and liquor pooling on the floor, including its apparent tipple of choice scotch. Officer Martin said the animal had fallen through one of the ceiling tiles before going, quote, on a full-blown rampage, drinking everything. Only one blurry CCTV image of the boozy break-in exists, so it is unknown just how much alcohol the thirsty creature consumed before passing out in the bathroom. In a social media post, the store thanked Hanover County Animal Protection and Shelter for its professionalism and for providing its visitor with, quote, a sober ride home. Just imagine being that fucking raccoon, man. You've been spending your life digging through garbage, and you just kind of fall into what is essentially a paradise for someone like you. Like, holy cow. And then
I just
you're like, yes, let's do it. And then you start going ham and you go, oh God, no. And then somebody picks you up physically by the neck.
You ever been like in a situation? I'm not even saying like when you were younger. This could have been last month, but like you just had like really easy access to something gluttonous, like ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Just absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Thanksgiving was just, I got more pumpkin pie and more whipped cream than I could ever handle in my life. And I'm still like, ooh, I could go for more of that, though.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little fat kid that lives inside me, and he goes, but what about more pie?
The Adam Sandler inner child.
Yeah.
Can I get some more of that pie,
the
please?
turkey, I'll go in the deep fryer.
Oh, the pie. I want the pie.
Hey, Baba and Abagoo. Oh, look at that skin. It's so crispy.
Ooh, the babagoo.
This is how I fry.
Yeah. Adam Sandler is Tony Soprano.
Ooh, the gabagoo.
That's all I got.
Oh, pie, oh my.
Come on, Camilla.
Anyway.
What's crypto scam of the week?
You're listening to 48 Minutes of Dogs Barking, the podcast.
And now it's time for the Crypto Scam of the Week.
Crypto Scam of the Week this week comes to us from our good friends at the Justice Department. No. I'm going to go ahead and wind that back. U.S. agents seized a web domain tied to a major scam in Burma on
Not
Tuesday.
Burma.
I know, of all places, marking the latest push to disrupt fraud networks that have spread across Southeast Asia this year. Of course, the Decrypt, the announcement coming the same day as a sanctioned financial conglomerate in Cambodia shut down its Phnom Penh branches and froze withdrawals under mounting pressure from U.S. and U.K. regulators. That's right. No one can have crypto scams but us, baby.
That's right.
According to the U.S. Department
You want Kissinger to come back?
Exactly. According to the Department of Justice, the domain TickMilleas.com was operated from a Taichung compound also known as Casino Kosai in Kyukat and was set up to appear to be a legitimate trading platform. Who would have thunk it? Scammers allegedly showed victims fake balances and impressive-looking returns and instructed them on how to deposit funds. Yada-da-da-da. I mean, it feels like we've had this song and dance before, right? The compound scam is what they're talking about, which is the scam run from large buildings or compounds. Trafficked and or coerced workers carry out online fraud. Officials linked the Burma compound to groups sanctioned last month for ties to Chinese organized crime. For helping build out scam centers in the region. After the FBI alerted tech platforms, Google and Apple removed related mobile apps, and Meta took down more than 2,000 associated social media accounts. They've turned it into a interesting business proposition, these crypto scams overseas. Hey, we're going to rent a building, buy a couple domains. We're going to make it look like, because there was one we talked about a couple months ago where it was like, oh, it looks like a casino. And these guys are coming in there and thinking that they're just like gambling when they're just like throwing their money into other crypto things that these guys are then absconding with. It's fascinating stuff. The Record.media has this bit as well. Yeah, it says, through the Scam Center Task Force, the FBI deployed agents to Bangkok. They worked alongside Royal Thai Police to take down these compounds, like Taichung, which is on the border of Myanmar and Thailand. It is one of several run by the Democratic Karen Benevolent Army. First of all, the name, I gotta love it. Democratic Karen Benevolent Army, an armed group in Myanmar aligned with the military government. So it's also kind of political, this kind of scam. Interesting stuff. And again, these are pig butchering guys. These are guys who are doing large-scale crypto crime. I hate to say it, but you gotta hand it to the DOJ, I guess.
Every once in a while. But crime's still legal.
It is true.
Just outside the U.S.
I think that's the thing.
Come on, you kind of stealing our vibe, man. Like,
right.
Do your own thing. Come on.
This is my corner. Yeah, you got.
This is my gimmick.
Get your own. I don't know. I can't imagine like a compound scam hitting in like. Well, I don't know. Maybe Vegas. We could probably pull it off in Vegas.
Yeah.
Get a compound scam going. Everybody thinking they're betting on the ponies or something. Off track betting.
I feel like a really great scam would be doing like a motivational speaking program.
Okay.
On tape.
Oh, yeah.
And what it would be is convincing people that the young men, insecure men, it's not that they have a small dick. It's just not that big.
It's average. It's fine.
You know, hey, listen, it's okay. You know, you got nothing to be upset.
It's
fine.
Just
like that's the whole. It's like because I feel like that's like weight loss, like weight loss hypnosis.
Sure.
For like dudes.
Okay. You're fine.
It's just not big. You're just telling people their dick ain't trash. I feel like
that'd do a lot of good for people, honestly.
And then it's like, okay, so what I need you to do is send this. I need you to send this Best Western.
You said Western Union? Best Western's a hotel.
Oh, Western Union. Whatever. I need you. Listen. What we're doing is we're flipping Best Western vouchers on the dark net. That's how we're getting the ballroom and the conference centers open up to us.
Okay.
So we're just really saying what we're doing is we're staying one step ahead of the wave.
We're booking 15 rooms, but we're only using one just to get the points.
People keep thinking we're booking a gangbang, and it's like, no, that's even weirder.
Yeah.
Just telling dudes that the dicks ain't bad.
It's like the reverse of the Tom Cruise character in Magnolia. It's like, your dick is fine. You got nothing to worry about. I could even see like Tim Robinson doing that character. Goes, it's fine. Your dick is fine.
Or Seth Rogen.
Come on, man. Come on, your dick's really not that bad. Come on, your dick's okay. I mean, it's not like amazing, but like, you know, it's not anything bad, you know.
It's fine.
You know, maybe you could do something with like the pubes, make them a little bit more artistic. You know, do like a forced perspective or something. You know, get real artistic with it.
Kirishiro lighting on your pubes. Yeah, my dick is cubist. You don't know where it's going on there. Yeah, I got that
using
Picasso
a set
dick.
of mirrors and candlelight. So give the impression that I have a huge schwan.
Okay. Well, you know what else is fucked? Our main topic tonight.
We're finally we're
peeling back the onion, Brian. We're talking about rap genius. Oh boy. So Brian,
I want to learn what a trap house is.
Exactly. So Brian, before we begin, just imagine for a moment the origin of Rap Genius. For those of you who don't know what Rap Genius is and or was, Rap Genius was a website built to dissect rap lyrics and pick apart the tiny little illusions hidden within each line. For example, did you know that in The Sound of the Police by KRS-One, when he says, and someone's sitting there like doing a dissertation. These are the kind of guys we're talking about. They were talking about Rap Genius. Now, think along with me. Who do you think founded Rap Genius?
Isn't it like two Jewish kids?
It was. Now, it was Mahmoud Moghadam. He was a Yale guy. The other co-founders were Tom Lehman and Ian Zechary. And you know what they studied? That's right, corporate law. Mahmoud got his JD from Stanford.
I remember when Rap Genius was first getting really popular, and there was a internet acquaintance of mine who was a rapper, and he called it some herb-ass shit. And like, I think it was like, come on, like it's like, I think as he put it, and not necessarily a disparaging way, but like in some ways disparaging, and not in the obvious ways, but being like, it's a couple like nerdy Jewish guys that had this idea that wasn't really terrible, but went about it in a way that was super fucking cringe.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. So yes, these three guys, 2009, started Rap Genius. And it went on for about 5 years. They formed it, of course, where else but Brooklyn? We talked briefly in a previous episode about the Olga, the online guitar archive. There were also
very early episode.
I know. But there were also a bunch of other sites, you know, remember AZ Lyrics and all this stuff. But Genius, Rap Genius, was kind of like they wanted to do, and this was their basic idea was that like, hey, we want to build a crowdsourced, i.e. like a wiki for what the hell people are talking about in these ding-dang old rap songs. According to...
What is a chicken head?
Yeah. What is a juggalo?
What does it mean to be hitting that netting?
Exactly. So August 2009. Here's a quote from them. Originally launched as Rap Genius with a focus on hip-hop music, the company attracted the attention and support of celebrities, venture capital, including, oh yes, you know his name.
Andreessen?
Andreessen Horowitz.
The GOAT.
Yes, Dan Gilbert and Andreessen Horowitz. $40 million in new funding in the year 2014. So 5 years after the launch of the site, they got the 40 mil. But in between, oh my God. Well, first of all, it wasn't Rap Genius to begin with. It was Rap Exegesis. It was the original name of the website.
Oh, you know what? I mean, to be fair, there were a lot of like hip hop centric websites that came and went around that era. I mean, there was fucking Cocaine Blunts.
Right.
There was not a lot of like hip hop websites that had like normal URLs.
No, I mean, Cocaine Blunts at least, was kind of like, oh, that's a Ghostface lyric or something, that made sense. But yes, Wired covered them in 2012. Rap Genius receiving $15 million from Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz. Look a little bit closer and you'll see that Rap Genius is right up Andreessen Horowitz's alley, and not just because Horowitz, who's a prominent member of the site, loves rap music.
No diggity.
Yeah. Ben Horowitz.
I love Aesop Rock. I'm Andreessen Horowitz. Yeah. I'll give you $15 million to tell me who's in Paris.
Well, okay. Now, what's even funnier about that is that, of course, one of the founding members of the Beastie Boys' last name is Horowitz.
Yes, his dad, right?
No, Ad Rock is not Ben Horowitz's dad.
That's a shame.
That is a shame. But despite the similar last names, the men are not related. That would have been really funny. Like, oh yeah, rap runs in my family. Because,
I love
Ad Rock had the high voice,
I love chopping up beats.
Here's the quote, again, from Wired. You got to take that as a, white people writing about white people. It's not just Horowitz's well-known love of rap music that makes Rap Genius a perfect fit for his firm's portfolio. The startup harkens back to a feature Andreessen feels has been missing from web browsers since the early days. Quote, only a handful of people know that the big missing feature from the web browser, the feature that was supposed to be in from the start but didn't make it, is the ability to annotate any page on the internet with commentary and additional information. I don't necessarily think that that's true.
I think having like secondary sources or supplemental material for things that we see as being like kind of like intellectual or like informative. I don't disagree with that thought. I don't know if necessarily everything needs to be like a wikia.
I think what they're talking about is more like what we now would refer to as a hyperlink. Instead of a footnote, you would have a link to the source. But still, hyperlinks are still a thing, clearly.
Yeah.
But here's the part that kills me from this Wired piece. Ultimately, again, talking about Mark Andreessen, he's looking forward to Rap Genius's bigger mission, creating, quote, the Internet Talmud.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's fucking go.
An annotated version of every bit of the internet with $15 million to make it happen. Talk about Operation Stackala. They might just pull it off. In fact, we got 5 on it.
Motherfucker.
Woo-wee.
Man, yeah.
Sarah Mitroff writing there. So after that $15 million investment, they also roped in Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian and AF Square back in 2012. This, again, from VentureBeat. Quote, the company proclaims that its serious academic take on rap lyrics will help elevate the genre to the level of poetry. They've been hanging out with Common too much, I think, is what's happening at this point. A year later in June, Rap Genius expands beyond rap lyrics, launches News Genius, Poetry Genius, and Rock Genius. A few months later, in August, the company surpasses 4.9 million unique visitors per month and averages about 25 employees. Okay. Here's something that Wikipedia likes to point out. The popular success was exemplified by participations of the rap artists themselves. Nas, 50 Cent, RZA, and A$AP Rocky. They would join the site and annotate their own songs, which then they had to do like, oh, this is a verified artist tag of this user, right? So it's a strange idea. Nas even went so far as to release the lyrics to The Dawn on Rap Genius the day before the song came out.
Weird.
A very strange guy.
Things were strange 11 years ago.
It was. Most of the members of the Wu-Tang Clan, Master Killer, Inspector Deck, RZA, Jizza, Ghostface, and Raekwon joined the website as well. And of course, this is the dumbest one of all. Novelist Bacchus Payne became the first current release prose author to voluntarily annotate part of her own work. Okay.
Yeah, I just, my whole, I think everyone's kind of initial beef with Rap Genius, besides the fact that there's like some white nerdy kids doing this shit and like the money involved, the VCs, like just the stuff that just felt like really icky, the stuff that we were noticing that was starting to happen in the tech world. And it was becoming more prominent, was that it all just kind of felt like it was a bunch of people trying to look at every single hip-hop song and over-intellectualize it and making it into like its own like House of Leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
Gilding the lily.
Way too much.
Putting legs on a snake. You're ruining it. Now, I do feel like I have, like, when looking up lyrics for songs, I've gone to the now it's, I'm not to get too far ahead, but now it's just genius.com.
Correct.
Not Rap Genius. And I've found like some annotations to be actually kind of like thoughtful, or like have like, here's like a theory of what this lyric could be in reference to, substantiated by research on like an interview or something else. And like, okay, like this is actually like a little academic. A little. Instead of just being like, what does it mean to have five? You know what I mean? Like, who are the regulate? What do they regulate? Who regulates the regulators?
Yeah. What does it mean to have 5 on it?
What does it mean to get hyphy? What does it mean? Damn it! I didn't know what it means to ghost ride the whip. What was Mr. Fab going on about? The yellow bus driver. Yes, one and the same.
What is the purple stuff that they are blowing? Blowing purple stuff. What is why do we need 2 microwaves to smoke a brick at a time? What does that mean?
Put the hanger on the put the hanger on the stove so it'll get real hot and just
yeah. And sure, okay, as someone who may be outside the culture, maybe you don't kind of get some of this stuff, okay. But some of the annotations, like I'm just showing you an example here right now. This is live on genius.com right now. It is an annotation of an article from Gawker about rapgenius.com. This is very Ouroboros. This is very eating its own tail. But here's one annotation. All right, so the text is, in a lot of ways, Rap Genius is innovative in a few basic ways. Anyone who's ever searched for lyrics online knows how treacherous an experience it can be. Now, that is true. Rap Genius, though, is readable and has a good internal search engine. Also true. Still true to this day, in fact. It also has a dedicated user base. Now, that's the part that's been highlighted and annotated by a Genius.com user. And the only annotation is, damn straight.
It's got 7 upvotes.
The lyrics to every song on Kendrick Lamar's unreleased new album, which just leaked yesterday, again, this article would have been 2014, so it would have been Good Kid, Mad City, I imagine, are already on Rap Genius. Now, Gawker's article does continue to quote Willie Staley in a New York Times Magazine column about misheard lyrics. Part of the joy of listening to a lot of rap music is having all of this unfold for you as you become more familiar with it. And so this is interesting stuff, right? This is coming at a time where the internet is becoming more and more ubiquitous. Again, 2013, 2014. This is kind of the height of Rap Genius as a cultural phenomenon. It's very strange because almost immediately after hitting that 4.9 million unique visitors per month, they get hit by the same villains from our Olga piece, the National Music Publishers Association.
Boo.
That's right. They didn't get licenses to publish the song lyrics, so the NMPA came after them. Let's see here. This was November 2013. This is Billboard magazine. Rap Genius tops a list of 50 sites that the NMPA has targeted for publishing unlicensed lyrics. Not only that, a month later, Google dropped the hammer on them because, well, they did some search engine optimization. And again, this is according to VentureBeat, chicanery.
Amazing.
Lyric site Rap
There's
Genius.
no difference than, was it iMonkey or Xentertainment that gamed this, that found out how to game the SEO so that they would be like the first or second search result for like Jennifer Lopez's butt or something.
That was iMockery. Yes,
Okay.
yes. So yes, the site's founders did admit to this in an open letter. So again, they even annotated their own apology. TLDR, we effed up. Other lyric sites are almost definitely doing worse stuff, and we'll stop. On Rap Genius, users and artists. Our main SEO strategy to create an amazing experience, blah, 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 blah. The other strategy is to find blogs whose content we think our followers will enjoy and ask them to link pages on Rap Genius that are relevant. So this kind of link back scheme, you've heard about this, I'm sure, at some point. And they said, yeah, well, you know, Google's linking policy says you can't do this. We will admit, you know, we never sold links. You know, we didn't never bought links. We don't do large scale marketing stuff. We don't do automated programming. They did say we found some suspicious backlinks to some of our competitors. So they put their competitors on blast. We're talking AZ Lyrics, Metro Lyrics, Lyrics Freak, Lyrics 007, Songlyrics.com, etc. And they did a nice little graph showing you which one of their competitors are sneaky weirdos.
Weird.
Yeah, kind of weird to put your competition on blast like this. But they did it. They did it, all right. You know, you run afoul of Google, you run afoul of the National Musicians Publishers. You know, not great.
Oh, wow. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
May 26, 2014.
Rap Genius co-founder Abood Managahai was forced out of the company over insensitive comments about the Santa Barbara shooting.
Yes.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, okay. First came this, an article in Thought Catalog called How to Steal from Whole Foods. Written by...
Fuck yeah. You know what? We were talking about this at work today.
Yeah?
Yeah. We were talking about how, like, there was some really interesting ways to get around, like, the bulk stuff. And, like, you could buy some produce, but you could get off the salad bar at a much lighter, cheaper price per weight. And,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, even the subhead. Cilantro at the salad bar is, in fact, 1/10 of the price of cilantro in the produce section. Now, the article is offline. I still have not been able to find a good copy of it via the Wayback Machine, but it was removed by request by Mabad Mogdam, saying, when I wrote this article, I intended it for an intelligent audience who would recognize it as satire. I didn't expect it to go viral to a huge audience who took it literally, which is very bad for Whole Foods. After speaking with Whole Foods, who asked me to take it down, I agreed because I had never meant to upset them. I was trying to write satire, and that's not how it was received at all. Bullshit. I think you were admitting to something you'd been doing for years. But anyway, it's been removed for legal reasons. We cannot read the article, How to Steal from Whole Foods. A year earlier, I forgot about this. A year earlier, Mahmoud Mogdam got in a Twitter beef with fucking Warren Buffett, tweeting from... yes.
This guy seems all right on some level.
Yeah, tweeting from the @RapGenius handle on Twitter, all caps, Warren Buffett can suck my dick. This is, like we said, after he had already gotten $15 million in VC money.
Honestly, he's just feeling himself.
He had a diss track contest on Rap Genius to see who could write the best diss of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett of Berkshire Hathaway. The winner got a Rap Genius T-shirt.
A G-Chat interview. Just amazing archaeological
I know.
or anthropological elements here.
But what really, like you said, what really was the last straw was the Elliot Rodger stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this was Gawker, Jordan Sargent, writing in May of 2014. Tech rainmaker Mark Andreessen once boasted that Rap Genius would one day, quote, annotate the world. If you needed yet another reminder of how utterly worthless that would be, read the creepy and weird annotations left by company co-founder Mahbub Moghadam on the memoir of UCSB spree killer Elliot Rodger. Yep. What? Yeah. Rap Genius has all of Rodger's 141-page memoir
Jesus Christ,
up
man.
on its site. It looks like Moghadam has spent all of his Sunday combing through it. The result is a trail of weirdly gleeful annotations that ignore the memoir's context as a prelude to mass murder. Here are his most bizarre notes. Now again, this is listed as My Twisted World, the story of Elliot Rodger, part 2 of 1. It was the only time in my life I would ever see a girl my age naked. Maddie would go on to attend USC and turn into a spoiled hottie. This is an artful sentence, beautifully written.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Then there's this part where he surmises that Rodger's sister, who is currently dealing with her brother having murdered 7 people, must be smoking hot. Elliot barely mentions his sister Georgia throughout the book. Towards the end, however, he tells us they did not get along and becomes extremely angry when he hears her having sex with her boyfriend. My guess, his sister is smoking hot. Yeah, annotate the world, maybe not this thing. Huh?
Oh, his apology here.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I was fascinated by the fact that text was associated with such a heartbreaking crime, especially since Elliot is talking about my neighborhood growing up. I got carried away with making the annotations, and making a comment about his sister was in horrible taste. Thankfully, the Rap Genius community edits out my poor judgment. I am very sorry for writing it.
Thank you, Seth. But yes, he did then resign a couple days later.
All the photos,
I know, every photo of him is fucking weird.
they're so fucking cringe.
He looks
The
like...
vintage dunks, the tan suit with the flood length.
I'm not really mad at the blazer with the pop collar, though. I kind of dig that look. Wish I could pull it off. But yeah, so he left. He was fired for his comments on that.
He like all of the photos that are in these articles, it definitely has a guy just real antsy at the party, like, you got coke?
Yeah, or
There's
like...
the guy is just like, dude, just fucking have my baggie.
Or like, I'm trying to think, like, who is it? Ben Schwartz?
Yeah.
He has Ben Schwartz energy. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Tom Lehman wrote a statement basically saying, hey, this guy, Mahmoud, one of my co-founders, annotated the piece with annotations that not only didn't attempt to enhance anyone's understanding of the text, but went beyond that into gleeful insensitivity and misogyny, all of which is contrary to everything we're trying to accomplish at Rap Genius, the website where you can find a detailed annotation of the anatomical description of the woman in the Too Short song Blowjob Betty. So let's start there. Lehman continued, Mahbub is my friend. He's a brilliant, creative, complicated person with a ton of love in his heart. Without Mahbub, Rap Genius would not exist, and I'm grateful for all he's done to help Rap Genius succeed, but I cannot let him compromise the Rap Genius mission, a mission that remains almost as delicate and inchoate as it was when we 3 founders decided to devote our lives to it almost 5 years ago. So yes, they let him go, and it continued on. Now, they did get an app version. Yeah, let's see, 2014. Earlier that year, they launched their first app, Genius, for the nascent iPhone, hinting at the company's future rebrand. This, again, venture beat. May, Mahbub is forced out. July, Rap Genius changes its name to Genius. Raises $40 million from Dan Gilbert and Andreessen Horowitz again. And debuts an embedded annotations service. And it has pretty much stayed that way since. Now, what is Mahbub up to? Well, he died.
He died?
Yeah.
Oh, he died last year.
He died last year at the age of 41. 2018, he appeared in a Sacha Baron Cohen, the Who is America, that show.
The Wikipedia, the Who is America, there were some good bits. But this one I kind of want to watch, where apparently Sacha Baron Cohen
tricked him into thinking that he was a Playboy photographer named Gio, and got Mahad to make gang signs and imitating shooting a gun when Cohen asked him to quote unquote do something like a black guy.
But yes, he did in 2018 have a seizure, a brain tumor, and then in 2024 of last year he died at the age of 41 because he got another fucking brain tumor.
That's a terrible lot in life. Because you see here in the earlier part of the Wikipedia entry for his personal life, they attribute his tweet telling Warren Buffett sucking his dick was the discovery of a benign brain tumor. This guy kind of represents some things about this era of like tech dude shit that I don't love, but also kind of like, man, like this guy's so much better than Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, I will take a million Mahmouds over Elon Musk for sure. It's truly something else. Like he's as silly as Rap Genius was, and is kind of a weird thing to have become such a juggernaut that it is. I still feel like, well, it's kind of interesting at least. Yeah, and he was an interesting character. He had things to say and do. Was he misguided? Abso-fucking-lutely. Did he say some shit that's really fucking weird? Yeah. Telling Warren Buffett to suck your dick? I'm with it.
Yeah, I don't really hate that part.
So then, of course, like everyone does, Genius pivoted to video in 2016.
God, pivot to video.
They got some people from Mike to join up, which was great.
Yeah.
One of the things Genius still does to this day that I really enjoy is Deconstructed, which is a video series where they break down a song and talk about it in little bits and pieces. There's a couple of great ones where they talk about Radiohead songs. So, I mean, there's some interesting stuff being done on Genius. It's got a weird origin, right? It's got an odd history to it. Rap Genius becoming Genius was, its own thing. But now, boy, you really look up any song lyrics, and one of the first results still, despite them settling with Google about SEO trickery, is still going to be genius.com.
Yeah. The quote, Das Racist, rapgenius.com is white people's sophistry.
It's not wrong either. That's the thing. Yeah, Logic also name dropped Genius in a song. They kept getting money. Let's see here, $15 million in 2018, bringing its total funding to $79 million since 2009. 2019, they got back at Google. They accused Google of lifting lyrics from Genius.com without permission.
Yeah, because they were kind of like usurping Rap Genius at this time is the number one search, because it would like you would search like lyrics for, I don't know, Arcade Fire song, and you would get the lyrics in the search.
Yeah.
And would be like maybe attributed to Genius.
Maybe.
But I remember this and thinking like, it's a little weird. They're lifting, and I mean, AI is doing kind of the same thing now with Gemini and shit on Google. And
oh, the AI results for song lyrics are ridiculous. Yeah. And they're doing it more and more. And then the big push, 2021, Genius was acquired by Media Lab for yet another $80 million. Now, Media Lab, if you remember, they own Kick and Dat Piff. And then, of course, the last notable thing from Genius was that the release of Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar crashed the website. At that time, because everyone was like, what the fuck is he saying about Drake? Oh, my God, I got to see all the... And people trying to annotate and kind of, stuff that same turd in the toilet there. Interesting history of a website. It's still going strong, as we saw, right? They still have a lot of really unflattering articles that are still up on the website, annotated with notes from previous contributors. Amazing. Like I mentioned, they have that Gawker article copied into their site and then annotated by users.
It is kind of funny.
They're kind of cannibalizing everything, which I guess... It makes sense, right? Everybody's got to have a hot take. Everybody's got to have a take on something. This is a way to kind of centralize them all.
Yeah.
You know that Dracula flows on there.
Is it really?
Oh, of course it is. All the Dracula flows are on there with annotations. Let's see here.
Shorty got a BBL. Took that shit out because she couldn't run.
The annotation is a meaningful proverb on the pursuit of beauty impeding on the lives of those who lust for it. The character Shorty seeks a way to improve her visual features only to find that they prevent her from moving as she would like to. She learned a valuable lesson, and not changing aspects of yourself without fully realizing the consequences. For the line, my money longer than James Cameron. James Cameron typically makes long movies. No, he is not. That's not what the line means. See, I'm going to dispute this. My money longer than James Cameron. James Cameron has some of the biggest box office totals in film history.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. My money longer than James Cameron. Not James Cameron movies. Flipped a whole brick into an empire. Stop playing with me. Drac here states his prowess in economic venture. See, this is the shit that bothers me.
This is like the stuff, the like really smarmy, like over intellectualization of things.
Yeah.
That was like, when you're trying to like look up lyrics to like a song, something on the radio or whatever, like fucking, I don't know, what do fucking kids listen to? 21 Pilots or some shit? Kill yourself.
Sure. Well, here, I mentioned Sound of the Police, so the opening. The whoop whoop has become the most famous contributions of hip-hop to mainstream culture. No, I'm sorry, no. You can't stand where I stand, you can't walk where I walk. Again, these are really weird people suggesting this. This time, connotations of Jim Crow / segregation, as in KRS isn't allowed to be on the same sidewalks as white cops. No, you can't stand where I stand, you can't walk where I walk is a reference to, you know what, I'm not even going to get into this shit. It's wrong. Okay, again, arguing about the 400 years line. Slavery in America is believed to have started in 1619. Fuck cares? Again, overanalyzed.
Yeah, man, don't.
I'm sorry. When I get into a classic, when I get into a classic, when I'm pulling up like a Ghostface song on Genius.com, and I'm like, that's not what he said at all, or that's not what he means at all. Tony Stark's pedigree. He's not talking about the actual Tony Stark. He's not talking about Iron Man. He's talking about himself. He's talking about ghosts. That's his alter ego. Ghostface has like 15 alter egos, and one of them is Tony Stark's. Not Tony Stark, but Tony Stark's, plural. I don't know, dude. Genius.com, so many problems with it, so many things wrong with it. But goddamn, Mahmoud, what a dude. The other three dudes, not nearly as cool. They don't have their own Wikipedia entries, let's put it that way. Yeah. They never wrote an article called How to Steal from Whole Foods. You know?
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm going to have to go down there and put a post-it on it. Like, this user
died from brain tumor.
His
brain went bad. He had them brain dogs.
This user annotated 141 pages.
Call Warren Buffett. I'm on your roof. What? I'm on your roof. Got the brain dogs.
That is a callback to another episode. You'll have to figure out which one because I cannot remember the number.
G-Man Squad.
Thank you. G-Man Squad. Crackbone. So that is a perfect way to end the episode. So we're going to tell people where to find us online. Brian, do your thing, baby doll.
Oh, Jesus Christ. If you want to find me on the internet, you can find me iShotGuydBord, ISHOTGUYDBORD on the good old-fashioned Twitter. I will never call it X. I will dead name that website until the end of time. You can also find me under the same handle on Blue Sky. I am also on Instagram as a music photographer.
Hey.
If you want to check out my portfolio, consisting largely of photos of people with their mouths open, you can go over to assholemusicphotographer.com. What else do I got here? Oh, yeah, if you want to check out the last and only good media website left in screwy St. Louis, you can head over to the artsstl.com. A lot of good work going up there right now. Jason, what you got?
Oh, baby. You can find me anywhere there's a video crime. Twitter, Blue Sky, Genius.com. Yes, anywhere there's a video crime, that's going to be me. VIDEOCRIME. Yes, I did sign up to Genius.com to annotate some Johnny Foreigner songs. I'm not ashamed of it. And you can also find me as part of a podcast. It's not this one. It's called Submitted for the Approval of the Midnight Pals. I've been teasing it for weeks. It's finally coming. It's going to be the musical episode, season 2 finale. It's going to be great. There, on that show, I play a fictionalized version of horror icon Stephen King. That is Midnight-Pals.
What do you mean showing all the pushy?
Exactly. That is midnight-pals.simplecast.com or anywhere podcasts are sold. Just search up Midnight Pals. You can reach this show in a number of ways. My personal favorite is the telephone 314-246-9766. That's 314-AHOY POO if you like to spell with your telephone. shoot us an email, Jason at 4 8minutesdogsbarking.com or Brian with a Y at 4 8minutesdogsbarking.com. Support the show, patreon.com/4 8minutes of dogs. Now, a brief announcement. We did release the first part on the Patreon of the Shock.jpg collection. Shock.jpg collection part 1 is out, and last week I realized I made a very grave tactical error and I want to apologize. Pooh in an Alleyway did not request the Shock.jpg supercut. No, that was in fact Quasi-Quack. So I want to just go ahead and say that right now. Quasi-Quack, my apologies for incorrectly naming another patron as the requester of the Shock.jpg series. In fact, on the Shock.jpg Volume 1, Quasi-Quack commented, quote, I might come to regret asking for this, but fuck it, we ball. Take a shot every time Brian mentions the donkey.
The donkey?
The donkey that is... There you go. There you go.
If this becomes a PS1 model, that fucking donkey. It's so fucking good.
It is good. No, there's no question about that. But it is funny that like he got your ass. Like, like take a shot every time.
Freak him out, Tone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How many times do I mention that? That's the other one.
Talking about Freak him out, Tone and the donkey. Video.
Ooh,
Boy, did you see me light up there? I get felt.
Oh yeah. He was like, ooh.
Oh, the donk. I'm like, oh yeah. I hadn't thought about that for a while. That fucker blows up. It's just funny that meat does that. I'm not saying you should see a video of a donkey getting hit by a train like in Bangladesh or something.
However,
if you're going to watch one video of an animal exploding by sheer impact with another object, you really couldn't.
You could do worse.
Yeah, you can't do much better than that.
No,
That's
for
top
sure.
tier.
All right, but that is, again, patreon.com/4 8minutes of dogs. Again, our weekly post-show hangout, Thanks I Hate It. There we have, our first one with a guest in a while. We had Tom from Anime Sickos. We had one last week that was really funny. We got one this week that's going to be pretty good coming up. And if you notice, long-time listeners of the show notice, we don't do the breath mint, we don't do the shock.jpg. We save the breath mint for the Patreon. So if you've been missing it, that's where it is, patreon.com/4 8minutes of dogs. And... time is running out at the end of the year. Get yourself in here for the punishment tier. Send me an email. Send us a voicemail. Tell us what you'd like to do. We are here for you.
Are we going to watch another sick Japanese porno? Or are we going to get our gooches pierced?
Whatever. Let us know.
Yeah. What ends up being the gooch piercing?
I know. I would probably want to walk that back a little bit. But it's just clip-on. We're not getting actual, but we're getting a clip-on.
Oh no, absolutely. I know the photo like of Adam from MythBusters, where he's on the bed with his legs up. Absolutely want to be hitting that pose, getting my gooch pierced.
All right. Well, you tell us what you think. Patreon.com/4 8minutes dogs. Indeed.
Remember, namaste.
Mm-hmm.
Hillary is 44.
Okay. 25th Amendment now.
25th Amendment. Eat the knife.
Eat the knife.